Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good moment of now, good moment of you. For every moment is a moment of you, a gift, an opening, an opportunity to embody more and more and more of your light, of your authenticity. It is an opportunity to align and to learn and to connect to more and more and more of you, which is pure love and light. Pure God source energy in the physical to be expressed through all pathways, through an array of personalities, situations, and emotions. Physical vessel is a gift to explore and delve deep, deep, deep into what lies within, what your soul has come to experience, all for love, all for the expansion of love and light, all to bring forth a greater peace and happiness and fulfillment through the physical experience. Alrighty, guys. Good, good moment of you. Good moment of you. Just got back from the gym. So every live I do, I'm either on the run or after working out, and I'm always like in gray outfits. So it's not necessarily that I'm wearing the same thing every day, but I've got many different gray shirts and I just like it. I don't know. I guess it also, I was thinking about that the other day, how I love all of my gray sweats, all of my gray thermos, all of my gray shirts, and my truck is gray. So to me, that even is symbolic of how I like to live in the gray. Not everything is black or white. Not everything is this or that. It's that gray area where new life is born, where new life is catalyzed through the merging, through the sometimes catalyzing, conflicting, but through the merging of the opposites, the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. And I know all of my teachings lately and what Spirit has been really expressing is living in that fine gray area where the polarities meet and where we bring forth new light, equilibrium, balance, and expression. So that in itself is a message. Good morning, Kimmy. Good morning, Paula. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. So how I'm running my lives, Paula, is I am doing a collective message, and you can ask a question, and if I'm called to answer it, I will. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing and delivering personals, sometimes a specific donation, sometimes open donation. Today, I'm just going to say open donation. So if you want a specific reading individual to you, I'll stick up my PayPal. Otherwise, I'm going to be delivering a collective. And in the collective, if you stay watching for those now and later, there's always something for you to gain or to instigate or give you insight or to get you to reflect or get you to understand something deeper. Because you guys are the ones actually creating my messages as well. It's a collaborative, cooperative experience of our energies merging. And whatever we experience in our life is a reflection of our energy in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's a direct reflection and gets our attention, whether it's a reflection letting us know that there's something we need to allow within ourselves. Many different forms of reflection. It's not verbatim as, like, for example, if someone is beating you up on attacks you on the street or steals your money, doesn't mean that you are beating someone up or stealing someone's money. It's a reflection of energy still of something deep within oneself. Could be the way you battle with yourself within yourself. Maybe the way we're not allowing our true light to shine due to insecurities or lack of confidence or doubt or sense of unworthiness or lack of appreciation for self. So everything is always a reflection, a mirror created by our higher self for us to gain a new perspective on ourself, hence life. All right. Spirit is just like, I just love the way lately it just floods. Like I'm hearing everything and it's part of me because spirit is not separate from us, but that it's that higher stream of consciousness coming through our higher selves, correct? Also collectively created by you. So I'm always astonished. Yet sometimes when I'm in a little bit deeper channeling mode, I'm listening, and it's fascinating because I'm gaining like other insights and perspectives. And that's what we do for each other when we come on lives, when we have readings, even when we're having our personal readings, we're holding space to give others and ourselves a perspective of ourselves through all of these reflections of one another. All right, so I'll just stick my PayPal up there. If anybody coming on now or later would like an individual, I'm just going to say open donation. But I'm going to give a specific message today. And Spirit lately has been talking about relationships. So this is going a little deeper, or giving us a little more perspective of how we engage and communicate, things we experience in our own personal relationships in our life. And everything is to give us a greater understanding of ourselves. Hold on, can't talk and type. Or text type. I can't do either. I can't text. I mean, I can't type either. Hold a minute here. So very interesting. You guys are, and it's just showing how you guys are embodying more and more and more of your own light, because my messages are just like, they blow me away due to you guys and your questions and all of that you are bringing forth and allowing. So I stuck my Ria Barna at Gmail up there. I'll star the comment. Ria Barna. There we are. Star. Oops, how do I get back? How do I get back there? Can you guys see me? Oh my gosh, I don't see myself now. Do you guys see me or hear me? Does someone want to comment more? I don't see it anymore. Whoops. Yes, okay. You can see in here. Yeah, I don't know. I disappeared and I see comments, but like the video of me disappeared, which is fine. I don't dare to hit back button because I'm afraid I'll cut off from the reading. So maybe someone on there knows how I can get back on. Guests. Let me look at guests. Invite guests. No, I don't want to invite guests unless someone wants to come on. Huh. Camera. Yeah, I don't know what I just did when I hit that, but anyways. All right. So first of all, thank you guys for joining, and thank you for shining your light. You guys are all master light blasters. And as always, our light is activated through the darkness. And what's been coming up lately as areas where our light is really activated is through our personal relationships, whether it be family, whether it be loved ones, whether it be siblings, kids, just the whole one-on-one. Boy, I feel really weird not seeing myself. I see these comments. Oh, this is so weird. Our engagement with others. And everything everything is a reflection of our energy. We're always creating those relationships and those reflections due to where we are internally, what we are allowing. And when we are, Spirit is saying, holding back, resisting, which just means not wanting to acknowledge something deep within our heart, whether it's a sense of unworthiness, or whether it's a sense of sadness, or whether it's a sense of shyness or lack of confidence in expressing our truth. Our relationships, as you all know, will really, really get that out of us eventually, whether we take the long meandering path or whether we take the straight path. And what boy, this is so annoying. So I was just having a conversation with someone about this, and how their dynamics in their relationship, or even my own dynamics in a relationship, is eventually things can like become so tense and chaotic when we hold our truth within, or when we are in defense or resistance mode, when there's that clashing and everybody's trying to justify what they believe and trying to explain, or even snowball, Spirit is saying, or express from that wounded area, that trauma, that child. It can get really chaotic. But what Spirit is saying is, as and things will get the most chaotic when two wounded or two wounds wounded children, un, unhealed parts of us within us that we're still holding as unbalanced or separate, will really get our attention in relationships. And then we reflect each other's trauma, or areas where we're wounded, or areas where we lack self-love. And woundedness and trauma always come from a place of trauma, where that child has been wounded and they carry that pain with them, and then that is reflected and cycled into many relationships on many different levels, and it gives us an opportunity to clear that. So you guys, as master light blasters, are really in a place, in a frequency where you can observe in a higher aware frequency, from a higher perception. You can catch yourself when you're defensive. You can catch yourself when you are feeling you need to justify. You can catch yourself when you are operating from that limited ego perception, as proving a point, as self-defense, as whatever way, shape, or form that is. We are really, really blessed, and our relationships are really elevating, where we can now hold that peace in the chaos. You can witness when your wounded child or that part of you is triggered. The wounded child is always triggered, or the trauma, or the wounded teenager, or the wounded young adult, or the wounded um, uh, teacher on another timeline, or mystical or gypsy was persecuted for their beliefs. You can tell where your wounds are because you are triggered. You can be triggered in anger. You can be triggered in victimhood. You can be triggered in a poor me sort of energy. And you all are master light blasters, in that you are mastering. What are you mastering? You are mastering yourself. You are mastering that God source energy within, through displaying and allowing it, and allowing every blockage or trigger or even enemy to be your friend. When you stop resisting and you allow that experience, you merge with the energy, and then, like that whole gray analogy in the beginning, we take the opposing forces and they merge in the middle, and you gain that new birth, that new insight. You create that peace. So if you're not resisting, then you're surrendering, and you're observing from a higher awareness, and not overreacting by default, by the trauma, by the wounded child, then all of a sudden the energy shifts. And when we shift, we're not just shifting on right now, we're literally shifting timelines. We're literally allowing ourselves energetically to enter a portal, and then instantaneously that shift will even show in that discourse, the discord being happening with another person, whether it be an argument, a disagreement, an ego fight, whatever. And even those situations, they brought us to a point within ourselves where we are mastering our triggers through allowing, recognizing, feeling, but not getting caught up in the story, Spirit is saying. So we're always working together. We all have different themes as our physical vessel goes that we are exploring. Some, it might be to speak your truth. For others, it might be teaching. For others, it might be just observing and holding that space in silence. We all have different themes, but our themes play out in relationships, helping us to master ourselves so we can master our theme. Nobody, nothing is better or worse or whatever than the other. We are engaged with exactly the people that we're engaged with, that are benefiting our mastery, that are benefiting our development, that are benefiting our own self-evolvement, self-respect, honoring thyself, all of it. Sometimes we are to work through situations, and other times we are to honor ourselves even by walking away. So two different themes can happen in a relationship. We are working through, maybe it's perseverance, stamina, working through the situation, and then other times with other people, because the themes in every relationship will bring out a different aspect of ourself, a multidimensional personality that comes forth, that is also being played out. For another, it could be, self-care, self-respect, and knowing that in honoring your tempo, which is your physicality, sometimes you will walk away. So there's no right or wrong. Every situation is individual. Every situation is bringing forth a multidimensional part of you to be healed and balanced. Is that not unbelievable? Gina, are you having a day off? Gina, yeah. Oh, Gina, you're no, they're trailing me off something else. And we have every moment we have an opportunity to take that multidimensional portal that we want. Gina was sharing with me yesterday how she almost got in an accident, and it was almost as if it was there. While during our physical lifetimes, we are given opportunities to take a little ways out or enter other timelines, and even through her almost being in an accident, and she said that the angels veered her off, but it was another aspect of her coming in and stepping in and saying, no, 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 we're not going to have this accident right now, and then veering off to another timeline. So every engagement, even in every situation, also is an opportunity for us to bring forth a multidimensional part of us and to decide what reality we want to create from it through our awareness. Are you working or have the day off? I didn't know if maybe you took the day off because you were still a little shook up from yesterday's incident. All right. What's starred mean? Live? Yeah, I don't know how to get back to myself. I don't know how to get back to myself. So Spirit is saying, like, I'm saying, I don't know how to get back to myself because I literally don't see myself on the screen. But what relationships do, and we will enter situations and opportunities and gifts that allow us to get back to our self, our innate self, our true self. So we will be given opportunities through our awareness to um, speak our truth, demonstrate self-respect, or could be we might have a theme of compassion, being compassionate for somebody else, connecting to someone else. Only you know, but it is all working for us. And to get back to the beginning, peace is born in chaos as we observe in these higher relationships, higher frequencies, engaged in higher frequencies, and allowing them to project and to also show us and to demonstrate how we are progressing. Because sometimes you'll say, wow, you might stop and have a engagement or communication with someone where you normally might have gotten mad, or you might have ran away, or you might not have surrendered to it. And even relationships now at our frequencies are showing us our growth and our demonstration. We're demonstrating to ourselves through relationships how a shift in perception through our awareness can literally shift a relationship into higher frequencies, cooperatively together as well. So as we surrender and as we allow and as we don't allow our emotions to go crazy on us through ways we might have communicated ineffectively in the past, through defense, through resistance, through the blame game, through justifying and all of that, as we just kind of surrender and feel into that emotion rising and we can let it go, then the light is gained from it. That is how we transmute the density. And sometimes it can be really hard because really sad emotions might come forth. But what you're doing, and through that allowing and through that observing, is you are literally healing trauma within you. And then you gain that light afterwards. And then because you didn't continue that cycle, whether it be arguing or being defenseful or proving a point or being a teacher or being a whatever you are, student, we're always a student and a teacher in every engagement. But what we do when we allow that to unfold in a different way, meaning higher frequency, we create and hold that space for that other person to connect to that space within them. Defense, and when we're in defense mode and when we are justifying or affirming all the time, then we put the other person in that defense mode. So we're always mirroring one another, but we might be mirroring for different reasons. And then when you are mirroring and you realize that, and you don't project on the other person, but you observe, then you transmute those energies. And then that allows that person, through your reflection of operating in a higher frequency, gives them that mirror to do the same for themselves. All right. Okay. I'm just going to hit camera for a second. Nope. Huh. I'm not going to hit end. I don't want to end that. What if I hit start? Nope. Live. What if I hit up? What if I go back? Huh. Anyways, I'm just going to trust. Okay. So thank you, Paula. Thank you for being here. Master Light Blaster. Bridget, thank you so much. Kimmy Siegel, thank you so much, Master Light Blaster. Sandy, good moment of you, Sandy. And every moment is what they're saying is a moment of us to connect and to anchor in to a deeper truth and alignment to self. Every relationship, every opportunity, when we end the cycle of thinking we're stuck in the story, instead of using it as a I want to say tool for a lack of word, but as an experience. Spirit says experience is better. We don't want to call people tools, even though on another level, it can be a tool for yourself to have an experience of more and more of you as we get to experience more of our mastery demonstrated through our relationships. So awesome. All right. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do a collective reading. And if anyone wants a personal, let me know. God, I so badly want to hit the back button, but I'm afraid I'm going to screw up. I'm going to try hitting the back button, guys. No, I'm going to wait a minute. I'm going to do the collective wisdom. I would like some more wisdom. And in every relationship and every moment too is a moment for us to unlock. Spirit is saying unlock a deeper truth, a mystical, to unlock mystical wisdom within us that could have been catalyzed by chaos. So everything has the flip side of a coin. Chaos and peace are opposite sides of the same coin. But then there's that fine line in the middle, which it could be the gray between the yin and yang, that where the merging of both are. And then you come to a greater, you create the chaos and merge it with the peace, and you come to a more a new expression gained from both. But of the chaos, there is an inner peace that is lying. For every energy, every reaction, there's an opposite and equal reaction, and we want to find that middle balance of everything, bringing together the opposing forces to create that peace. All right, so let's just see what Spirit has to say. So what mystical wisdom are we unlocking as our collective to do with relationships, or how we are engaging or communicating with the people in our life on whatever level that is for us, whether it be, it could be platonic, it could be love, it could be child, friendship, parent, friend, cousin, sister, all of it. Self with self. It all comes down to self with self. We reflect that to the others. So what are we learning? What are we learning about ourselves, which is bringing us to a higher frequency love, bringing forth peace, compassion, understanding, and kindness. And that's all to do with our self-love. But we project what we're working on with others. All right, this one and this one. All right, I'm going to say this too. These two. All right, so what we have, intuition. Trust your intuition. I can't see where the camera is. Trusting your intuition is what it says. There's a unicorn there. The unicorn horn to me looks like a drill bit, and it's almost like we're penetrating deeper layers as we work through the layers of every relationship or every incident or every trigger or every catalyst that we are engaged in. We are going deeper within ourselves, Spirit is saying. We're going to a deeper love. We're connecting to deeper understanding, deeper compassion, deeper self-acceptance. And we are gaining, what Spirit is saying is, as we're drilling through these layers of resistances that we have placed before us, we are also drilling a hole where that light can escape. So if you've been at odds with someone, it is a reflection of you needing to go into a deeper place within to allow your own light to flow. So the person is the catalyst, the at odds situation. The person is just holding that energy. The situation is just the demonstrating the energy that you are actually penetrating and going deeper to heal, to allow more light, to get to deeper parts of your God source energy, which is wisdom, understanding, insight, light, and love. So every situation is like teaching us to go deeper and deeper and deeper. But this is a unicorn horn to me, it looks like, which is magical also. It can be magical and it can happen in a blink of an eye as you shift your energy and your perception through allowing. You magically transform situations and they will bring you to a greater freedom and liberation of self. Relationships will bring forth deeper understandings of self, but then for you to also speak deeper truths, truths representing a higher frequency of love. And then the other one was self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. So relationships too, in whatever way, shape, or form, are teaching us greater independence and bringing us to rely on self, because the outside people, world, relationships aren't to make us happy. They're not to give everything to us. They're not anything. We're not to gain our fulfillment from the outside. So everything on the outside is to bring us within to a deeper connection. But through that deeper connection within and finding our fulfillment and our love and our peace comes from within through our balance, through our healing, through allowing all of the emotions to come forth through us, then we do reflect that though. So it's a two-way street. It's this and that, but it doesn't come from just solely the outside. People are human. We all have our own individual journeys, our own experiences, our own trauma, and people are going to change. The only constant is change, and we're always changing as we gain these new perceptions, which bring us to a higher frequency and which then bring us to different ideas, different guidance, different things we want to do. So what Spirit is saying is, in this card, self-reliance is trusting yourself as the guide, trusting what you're feeling, trusting your truth, trusting your higher self, trusting innately in your innate energy, your God self, your heart space, your love, that connection to self. And in that, as you allow more and more of you, you don't rely on that outside person, experience, place, job to bring you fulfillment. So it's through basically as we go deeper within ourselves and we allow relationships to take us deeper, gain greater understanding, expose more of ourself, help cause us to be more vulnerable, surrender, bringing forth all of those feelings and emotions, we actually become more self-reliant. And then that outside world supports us more and more and more and more in our self-expression. So very nice to catch you. Yeah, I was actually thinking about you the other day that I haven't seen you. A Norris Corner LLC. Oh my God, I just drew a blank. It's Steph, right? Your actual name is Stephanie. I'm actually getting a little lightheaded. So I just can't think of your name right now. Steph. Janet, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Haven't seen Janet Byron for a while as well. Steph, yes, thank you. I know it's you. And yeah, my blood sugar's getting a little dropping. All right, guys. So that was a beautiful, beautiful collective. If anybody would like a personal, let me know. I can't see myself. I couldn't see my cards. So that's kind of tripping me up. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to do. As I did the collective, I am going to hit the back button if I'm there. Let me know if anybody made a donation and would like a personal. And if not, I'm going to just experiment because I can't see anything. I'm going to hit the back button and see what happens real quick. I don't want to hit the end because I'll get off completely. All right, I am still there. That was really, 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 really weird, guys. Sorry about that. Um, you went. Bye-bye. Am I there now? I'm back. Sorry. Sorry about that. For some reason, StreamYard did something really weird on my screen today. So when I went to do my comment, sorry about that, it disappeared. So I wanted to see if I could come back to give a proper to give you guys a proper bye. So thank you guys very much for that. All right, I'm signing off. As always, if anyone wants a personal, you still can. Otherwise, you can always inbox me, and I am going to be doing setting up these more continual groups with teachings and readings. It's what I was going to originally start with the Gold Room group, but it's going to be like paid groups where you pay, and then I'm delivering teachings and messages, and also individual readings for a monthly fee. So we'll go month by month by month, but I'm yet to work out those details. All right, guys. So know that you're master light blasters. Your light is activated as you go through these denser feelings, emotions, situations, and relationships as you allow, and as you allow everything to be a gift, an opportunity to bring you to the now, another moment of you, another multi-dimensional part of you also steps forth. So through our relationships, some part of you that is yet to be healed and balanced will step up, whether it be the teacher or the wounded child or the victim, or all the archetypes. They will present in every different situation, and that's another way that we're always displaying our multidimensional self. Parts of us will be presented as, and they will come up as we interact and engage with different people. We are multidimensional, and that is why we have multidimensional experiences. So many different people reflecting other aspects of ourselves to gain, to expand, to heal, to allow more and more and more of us. And as well, also classes or work or situations, even going to the grocery store, will present other aspects of yourselves that are coming into balance. And I even realized that today when I was at the store, like the littler of me came forth. So I was buying something, and it was at Kohl's, and they says, "Oh, are you up for the reward? Are you on the rewards program?" And I've been going there so many times. I'm like, "Okay, fine, sign me up." And then I was trying to type in all my information, and I kept just flubbing up, the technical person that I am. And then a different part of me presented, and it was like all of this apologetic person. So that the little girl in me that might have felt not worthy, all of a sudden, and I'm realizing, and you all will be realizing these different frequencies that shine forth. And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry to been a pain today." I said it jokingly, but now in retrospect, I realized there was a part of me, that little tiny like girl or piece of me, that felt unworthy or felt like I was a burden, came out. And so just little areas like that, these little multi-dimensional parts of us, personalities will pop up. And then other parts like, a mama bear, like the whole mama bear coming up, that part where you're really strong and you really got to stand up and you really take your uh whatever, your sword up to protect your child and to keep them safe, or stand up for them, or if someone's picking on them. So spirit is saying, just do this and recognize and be aware of how those multidimensional parts of yourself that are still calling for integration present themselves through all of our different situations. All right. Thank you, Steph, for all the love. All the love. And then you'll be surprised by yourself too, how understanding and tender you can be too in certain situations. That's what children do for us. Um, like some really strong masculine guys will say, "Oh my God, I didn't realize how tender I was until I had my firstborn or my child." And so that is the beauty of life. And that is the beauty of relationships, that it brings forth so many parts of ourselves that we can be aware of, whether it's to really show appreciation for ourselves in those parts, or to realize, oh, I need to love that child within, or to transmute and to balance energies within us. So it's all really beautiful. Gina, thank you so much for joining. Janet, Byron, thank you for joining. Paula Marie, thank you so much. You guys are all Master Light Blasters. You're the ones that have created this message. Catherine, Sandy. All right, guys. And Brigitte, thank you so much. All right, guys. May you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are